is that there was an angel of fire leading the Israelites throughout the night and a cloud that used to guide them. Now, if we look at this, if you just think about, okay, so if we think about light. Now, if light shines down, it shines everywhere, right? We cannot stop the light from shining. But what did God do? Hid the light from one side and gave light to the Israel. Can you just imagine putting something so huge in front of the sun to stop it from shining on half of the earth? What is that to man? Impossible. But what did God do? He created circumstances for Israelite to pass through. He made sure the light kept the Egyptians in darkness so that Israel can go, so that Israel can be saved. This is our God. What did we say that for is? Creation. The God who created the heavens and the earth. He will create, make sure that things work in your favor so you can move forward with God's plan. Amen. You can move forward in His grace. Amen. 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 Now, and it came to pass, and it came between the camp of the Egyptians and the camp of Israel, and there was a cloud of darkness to them, but it gave light to them by night. Can we go for the next? And Moses stretched out his hand over the sea, and the Lord caused the sea to go back by a strong east wind all that night, and made the sea dry land, and the waters were divided. Whenever we walk through the beach, I hope we all have been to the beach, when you walk through, you just walk with the water. Have you ever seen waters being held back and you're walking on the dry land? It's so difficult for us to have faith or to understand the beauty of our Lord because we cannot even imagine this. Waters being held back and we are walking through the dry land. But imagine the reaction of the Israelites at that time. All the waters are held to the side and they are just walking with the pillars of water just standing on their side. What kind of miracles would they have experienced? That is the level of our God. That is our God. Amen. He can create things that for us, it's such a surprise. It was sometimes even, I'm sure all of you have been through things, and even our family, we might have been through things. But sometimes God has put His hand into the situation and He turned it around into our favor that we were so amazed. Because everybody said, no, you cannot do this. No, the government says no. No, the law says no. But God says yes.
Amen.
When I say yes, nothing is impossible. For with God, nothing shall be impossible. Amen. When God says yes in your circumstances, that's the only thing you need to listen to. Do not listen to what other people say. You cannot. You will not be able to. God says yes, done. Finish. Your victory is standing right in front of you. Your battle has already been won. You're just walking through that victory, walking through that enjoy. On the cross, it was all finished. When Amen. He cried, finish, finished in your life. All that evil that was supposed to be part of your life, finished. No more in your life. Amen.
Amen. Amen. Amen.
And the children of Israel went into the midst of the sea upon the dry ground, and the waters were a wall unto them on their right hand. And the Egyptians pursued, even all of Pharaoh's horses and his chariots and his horsemen. And it came to pass in the morning, watch, the Lord looked unto the Egyptians through the pillars of the fire and of cloud, and troubled the host of the Egyptians. And took off their chariot wheels, and they drave them heavily, so that the Egyptians said, let us flee from the face of Israel, for the Lord fighteth for them against the Egyptians. Now, when the Egyptians saw that the Israelites are walking through that dry ground, what they thought, let's go ahead and follow them. They didn't even think, He is the God that protects Israel.
Amen.
If I chase them, I'm not going to have favorable circumstances. The devil sometimes doesn't think before he does things to you. But at last, who loses out? Him. The Egyptians, when they went through the path, what happened? God made sure that they don't touch one soul of the Israelites. Not one of them was harmed. God made sure that all of them were set free. Now what does it say there? The Lord fighteth for the Egyptians. Even the devil knows This is a child of God.
Amen. Amen.
This is a
Hallelujah.
child of God.
Amen.
I've heard testimonies where the devil has taken body of a person, and the person would say, or the devil would be speaking, he would say that, I can't touch this person, he has a fire around him, he has a fire around him. No matter what you do, God's grace, His protection, His blood is always covering you. And when the devil sees you, that's what he's going to say. When outsiders see you, that's what they're going to say. This is a child of God. This is a child of God. God is for him. If I'm going to touch him, I'm going to be in big trouble. I better not touch him. He is meant for victory. Even the evil can see. How much more you, children of God? You need to believe, because the devil can see clearly that you're going to win. You need to believe in your victory right now. You need to claim your victory right now. Take hold of it, because Jesus has already protected you with that. That's
Amen.
your crown.
Amen.
And the Lord said unto Moses, stretch out thine hand over the sea, and the waters may come up again upon the Egyptians, upon their chariots and upon their horsemen. And Moses stretched forth his hand, and what the sea returned to its strength, and the morning appeared, and the Egyptians fled. The Lord overthrew the Egyptians in the midst of the sea. Can we go for the next one? And the waters returned and covered the chariots. And verse 29, but the Israel walked upon dry land, and the waters were a wall unto them. 30 it said, thus the Lord saved Israel that day. Look at that. What happened? Well, the Egyptians were following through the land. The water just tumbled over them, and they were flooded, and they all died. All the 600 chariots, everybody just died. That is the God. You see, when we saw about restoration, He completely restores. He doesn't do it part. He doesn't just solve one part of your life. Make one part of your life okay. Complete. Work is finished. He just killed the Egyptian army. All of them just died. Can they just rise up from the dead and chase you again? No. Right? That's how your problems are going to be. He's going to finish them forever. He's going to restore what you lost. Did you lose something? Are you scared of something? Going to get finished in your life. Put your faith in Jesus Christ. It's going to be finished. And church, the message Exodus 14 has for you. Rest, because He has covered you by His grace, and He is in control of your life. Whatever the problems there are in your life, Jesus is the answer. Jesus is the answer, and He has won the battle for you. No matter what the troubles are, you will see them again no more. Have faith and see the salvation of the Lord in your life. Amen. Thank you so much.